Oh, good. It says we're live. Okay, good. Hi, Angela. Nice to see you.
Hi, Judy. I'm very excited about this launch. So let's see how many people will come online. And yeah, we've been working very hard at this. Eh?
Haven't we, though? And I'm just checking to make sure we're live. Yeah, we're live right there on my Facebook feed. So if you go to the Facebook feed, we can share it out to different groups. So that's how that's done. Anyway, can you do that as well, Angela?
I'll try and do that. I can't see if you're online, but let's see.
Yeah, just go to my Facebook profile.
Yeah, we're online.
And we'll just do this and then we'll get going here. Okay, there we are. There's another one. Okay, so I shared it out. And I can't share to my pages, but that's okay. All right, so welcome everybody on here. We're going to take this short and sweet. We're going to be around to answer questions and questions afterwards. But I had the idea a long time ago that we needed to live well in all areas of our life. And body, mind, and soul. And a lot of people were trying to live well in their bodies, but not in their mind or their soul, and ended up being sick or ended up being very depressed and not have a lot of clarity. So I came up with the idea that I needed to have a platform, a community, a brand new community called Living Well in all areas of your life, right? Makes sense. I mean, if you're sick, it doesn't matter how much money you have, you're not going to be able to be happy. And if you're depressed, you're not going to be able to be happy. So you need to be well in all areas of your life, body, soul, and your mind. Hence, Living Well Community. It's a platform that has everything you could ever want in it. And Angela and I have been working so hard at it, and Angela knows why we need a community. You know, Angela, tell them a little bit about why you were part of this and why you needed to become part of this community.
Well, I mean, we've been working together for about 5 years now. And when you first met me, I was actually very ill. And my business had gone under. I was not well, and I was struggling with lupus and Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and also depression. And when I actually met you, I met you via somebody else, funny enough, and I read what you had to say about a dark night of the soul, and I had no idea what that was, but I knew I was going through something really, really bad, because for about 8 months I couldn't really speak properly, and I had gone through something really traumatic, in my life. And so when we met, I really needed somebody to help me to discover how I can change my health, how I can transform my life, how I can get my business off the ground. And that was really important to me. And I didn't know where to look for help, and you appeared in my life, and you taught me so much. You actually helped me get back on my feet, not only just in my personal life, but also in my business life as well. And I had to do a lot of work on myself. I realized there were a lot of layers I had to peel off from my personality, my beliefs about myself, beliefs about the world around me. And I was actually quite lost, and I didn't know where to turn to. And there's a lot of information on the internet, but a person still needs a mentor, a guide, a coach, mentor, what teacher that will help you out of the darkness that you are in. And I actually remember saying to you, my life is over. And I remember you saying to me that it's all a prison of my own mind. And I didn't know anything about mindfulness. I didn't know anything about law of attraction. I didn't know anything about meditation. There were other things like, just changing your mindset and your thoughts to attract better options for yourself in life. And we went through sessions for about 3 years, basically with me. And I'm sure not everybody was so broken, so broken in their life. I was really broken. And I can't believe the person I am now. Because the time that you met me, I actually was looking, contacting organizations to actually commit suicide, to help me with committing suicide, because I had so much pain. I had bone pain. And the doctors had said to me, they actually had no more medicine available for me.
Mm.
And that was really hard because the doctor sat my family down and said, look, this is it. There's no more options for Angela. And so I went into really depressed state because I couldn't see a future anymore for myself. And I sat my family down and said, this is what I'm going to do. And they all looked at me. They didn't know what to say, but they knew the pain that I was in. And so, for me, living well has become a way of life. Um, doctors said that some doctors said it doesn't matter what you eat, but it really does. It really matters what you eat. It matters what you put in your body. It matters what you surround yourself with, people you surrounded yourself with, and your happy thoughts, and deciding to be happy within yourself. And you taught me that. You gave me the tools. I actually had no tools. I didn't have a clue about how to fix my own life, to be honest. And then slowly, as we went through all my issues and my core issues and traumas and wounding that I had, I began to heal. And, it's 5 years down the line, and I cannot believe how different my life is. My life has changed. I mean, I'm so positive now. I get up every day. My illness, the lupus and the ehlers does not bother me anymore because you've taught me about self-care. I didn't know that. I didn't even know how to take care of myself. And, you go to a doctor, they give you tablets, and that's it, go home and rest. But it's more than that. It's a whole lifestyle. It's about what you fill your day with as well. And you used to say to me, go outside, sit in nature, sit in the sun, and ground yourself. And I didn't know what grounding meant. You remember, I didn't know what you're talking about. And so I had to learn a lot, and I had to really do a lot of work to change my life. And you helped me do that. And that's why creating Living Well in all areas of your life has been quite a personal thing for both of us. And you took me on a journey that has changed my life 360 degrees. And a lot of people look at me now and they can't believe there is a big change. They can actually see it and they tell me I'm a very different person to what I was 5 years ago. And it's all because of you and the tools you give, the things that you promote, the online courses. There were so many things that you told me to go and research on my own. So it took a lot of work. And even though you guided me, I still had to do the work. I had to do the shadow work. I had to do the inner work. And I'm so glad that I did commit to myself and commit to my own healing and commit to changing who I am on all levels. So your new platform, Living Well in All Areas of Our Life, definitely is that. It's not just about one section of a person's life. It is everything because we are made, we physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, we are a human. And so we have to know how to manage all of that in this time when it's chaotic and people are struggling with health problems. They're struggling with stress and anxiety. And when I met you, my anxiety was off the charts and I lived in fear. And you taught me how to manage my fear, my anxiety, and how to deal with trauma, a lot of traumas I had. So this is a very personal thing. We have been working on this for like 2 to 3 months now, and I'm so glad we are now ready to launch the website. And thank you for letting me be a part of this. It's wonderful. Absolutely.
Well, there wasn't anybody else that should have been a part of this but you, and I've helped many people around the world, but you had the most severe case of low self-esteem and mental and physical issues, and as you said, you did the work. I provide some tools and my gift of being intuitive and seeing people's stuff. You were willing to face your stuff and your shadows, your dark side, those hidden deep things that, get dredged up when we're, talking. And you did the work. So yes, I'm honored to have done that for you, but you deserve to have a huge party because you are a totally different person. And this is why I wanted to put together a community called Livingwell to help everybody, because we all need support. I have my own coaches and mentors. I always have. So, like, how do we do this? How do we put together something for your body, your mind, and your soul? Well, guess what, people? We did it. It's called Living Well in All Areas of Your Life. So I'm going to put it underneath this video. I'm not going to provide the link because social media things don't like links. I'll provide the website, but instead of a dot, I'll say dot in there, .com. Go there, check it out. There's so much. I think the most important thing in there for me is being able to support people, support them through lives like this, support them through phone calls, support them through courses. And our membership area is something that I really wanted to have. And in this membership area, there are weekly calls like this in the private sector in there with me and whoever else is a member, where I talk about the pulse of what's happening on the planet, and I can talk about your issues, your questions, the things that you need to change in your life, and I can help you intuitively in there. That's a real bonus. There's also a community in there, much like a social media group, where it's private, uncensored, where we can talk freely in there, where there's no algorithms happening in there at all. There's discounted for my courses as a member. You get exclusivity as a member like never before. I wanted something so innovative for today's times. There is so much happening with this community that I am just so excited. There's podcasts, there's videos, there's free content. There are courses that are free. There's ebooks. There's so much happening where I wanted to have everything in one place. You know how something is going on in your life and you go here and you go there and you go there to find the answers? I wanted the answers in one place for you so that you didn't have to leave. So that's why I'm so excited about launching this. We're tweaking the last little bit of it. And yes, there's going to be tons more information, resources, supportive things going on in this community. But for now, we're ready to go. And Angela was the biggest part in helping me. She's not only my ex-client, because I can say that, successful ex-client. She's my friend, but she's also a graphic designer, and now she's a Kajabi expert on how to get these platforms up and running. Angela, do you want to say anything else about it? I'm just going to check our feed and make sure I'm not missing questions.
Well, I must say, we worked on courses as well. I mean, you've got the 21 Days to Happier You course, which we've been working on for quite a while. And I love it because it's 21 days of motivation and inspiration and how to actually change your life. Because, it's hard when you are stuck. It's very difficult when you do not have the answers within yourself. And, we haven't been taught these things. We haven't been given tools when we were at school, even becoming a grown-up, you're kind of trying to find your way through life. But I think we live in an age now where there's so much information now where we can actually learn to heal ourselves. And I mean, Louise Hayes always said, you can heal yourself. And I didn't believe that. But now, over the past 5 years of doing the work, I understand that you can do that. We have ways of healing ourselves. And, I can't believe how my life has changed. So this platform has got the 21 Days to Happier You course. It's got the gift of your intuition, which I love because we are so untrusting of our inner world and our inner standing and our intuition. And you taught me that your intuition is your superpower. It is your sixth sense. And if we learn to trust that sixth sense, we learn to be in alignment with the things that are best for our highest self. And, coming from a background where I didn't understand a lot of things, in healing myself. I always just looked outside of myself to get the healing and to fix my traumas and things that had happened to me throughout my life. But this platform, as we've been working through it, I have discovered so many tools which I implement on a daily basis. You've taught me how to manage my life on a daily basis, and that's what people need now. we live in a world where, it's so chaotic, it's so dynamic. We do not know what tomorrow will bring. And so we need to trust that whatever path we are on is the right path for ourselves. We need to trust that we will have the guidance at the right time to be able to make the right decisions for ourselves. Because there's so many different perspectives out there. So for what one person is right, maybe not right for somebody else. It might be totally wrong for that person. And so you have to learn to trust your own life path. And the daily practices that you've helped me to implement in my life, that made me feel more joy, feel more happiness. I have less pain. I live a healthier lifestyle. I don't eat meat anymore. I juice now, and there's so many things that even my family have started to implement into their life and their healthy lifestyle that we are starting to live. And also walking, just going and walking, doing exercise. How important exercise is. So you've got a course that you're busy working on at the moment, Eating Healthy to Live Well, which you are going to be launching after the website has been launched. And I'm looking forward to it because it's about detoxing, it's about juicing, it's about what foods to mix together as well. And that's all part of changing your lifestyle to live a healthier lifestyle. So I'm excited about those two courses. And then you have a free ebook about ways to raise your hopes in this time of chaos. And we're going to be doing and releasing books on anxiety and how to control anxiety, how to control your stress levels, how to control fear. We are going to be releasing those ebooks in the next coming months. And I'm so excited because there are going to be short courses on mind, body, and soul, how you can support yourself emotionally, understand your own emotions, understand your mental health and well-being, and also from a soul level, how you exist as a soul and how we as a soul are developing ourselves, and how that's part of our soul purpose and how important that is. And when you start connecting all those dots, you can start living well in all areas of your life. And relationships, another thing which you're really good at is helping people solve relationship issues, things that we keep repeating, cycles, lessons we keep repeating, and how to actually get out of those cycles and step in to actually better relationships and with everybody that's around you. And those people that fall away, they mean to fall away from your life and not to hold on to them. So I'm excited because this platform is going to grow. And people who are going to be part of your membership are going to get such bonus content. And they are going to be able to, as a community, come together, talk, share information. They're going to have access to a weekly Zoom call with you, which I think is going to be wonderful. Remember that, and people are going to have a free weekly Zoom call with you. And the membership is only $999 a month. And for a year, it's $99. So they've got the option of actually, choosing which of the memberships they want. And we're offering now a free 45-day membership. So people can try the membership out before they commit after the 45 days. So we're going to have to put that link in the bottom. And people can then actually have a look around. They can see what the membership offers. And it's a wonderful opportunity. And so, they can get that free ebook. We're going to do a webinar on the 29th of August at 5 o'clock. We've got a wonderful webinar, an hour free webinar, and people can join. If they want the link, we can send it to them or we can put it down below as well. So I think this is going to be so exciting. There's going to be jam-packed information, there's tools, and I think people need this right now. We need motivation to be happy and to be happy every single day and not live in fear of what is happening in the world. There's ways to raise your vibration. There's ways to raise your happiness, and we can be happy in a world that is chaotic. I mean, I live in South Africa, You know, what's happened in South Africa? It's been extremely chaotic. I mean, this last month we had riots, all sorts of things, but we weren't really affected by it because I could hold space, a space of happiness for myself. And that was really important. And if I was paralyzed by fear, I would not have managed to get through this time
No,
period.
no,
So
you didn't.
thank you. Thank you to you. And this platform and building it
Yeah.
has been the most wonderful thing to actually do. So thank you.
And thank you, because building it is really something. So guys, I want to keep this really short, but thank you, Angela, for breaking down the community in more specific ways. So let's cut this short. We'll do it again. But I'm going to share this out to some of the groups and pages that aren't able to access on my personal page here. I just tried to put the crawler in and it wouldn't let me right now of the website. I'll put it underneath and look forward to connecting with everybody there. And thank you, Angela. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's 5 o'clock. Well, it's 5:30 now in South Africa. It's just before lunchtime here. So we will do this again and look forward to connecting with everybody on this platform. Thanks again, Angela, so much, so much.
Thank you. So excited. So let's see
I know.
if it launches and people can get in on the 45-day free membership.
Yes, for sure. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Bye. See you.